What's up, y'all? This Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Beautiful women want to be the best looking one in a couple. And you know what? I alluded to this last week because I ain't gonna call any names, but you got some so-called red pillars or dating coaches or what. I don't know what the fuck they are. But when you hear it once, you just say, okay, he whack. When you hear it 2 or 3, 4 times, you just like, I think some dudes out here just that clueless. And what they had said was, women, all women, they ain't even like qualified. If they say it's some women, I'd be like, yeah, okay, yeah, you got it. Or a few women, but they were like, all women want a man who's better looking than them. And then somebody actually got in my comments and said that dumbass shit. And in fact, there was something similar to that sentiment I saw on an IG post, and it was clowned rightfully. And I'm gonna tell you what, man. Look, beautiful women want to be the best looking one in a couple, and I'll break down why in a second. Let me deal with the exceptions first, which for reasons I can't fathom, people pay more attention to. All right, like one exception is an ugly woman who wants a very good looking man, but that's more for validation because she already knows she ugly, so she get that good looking man, they'd be like, oh yeah, you did something to get him. Okay, that make her feel good, but you don't see that often. Let's be real, how often do you actually see that? And don't count celebrities, man. Don't count celebrities. I'm talking about in everyday life. Celebrities, people like that, they're in a different thing. Plus, there's another angle to that ugly woman, handsome man thing I'm going to get into. The second thing is, if the woman is the masculine one in the relationship and the man is the more feminine one in the relationship, basically it's a role reversal. And as I'm going to get into, the feminine is supposed to be pretty. It's supposed to be beautiful. All right? And then the third one, and it's connected to the first one. You see that ugly woman and that really good looking guy. Well, first of all, I'm questioning why, as a man, you checking out the guy more than the woman. But here's the thing with that. Beards. And I've actually talking to some women who've been in that situation. They were dealing with some guy, and they found out the guy was gay or something. Beards. You get some guys like that, they'll get like an unappealing woman facially, body-wise, everything hang out, and everybody think it's cool, but really that's not the case. And I've seen some other cases, a few cases like that. It's usually something weird, and usually the man find a way to get out of it. But yeah, it's usually that dominant thing or some type of trickery. All right, that happens. Let me get that out of the way first, because I know how some guy, well, that's the thing. First of all, you need to ask yourself why you focused on them. Now, what I put in the title, beautiful women. I'm going to tell you something there. And I talked about this in my book, Nice Guys and Players. Like, I use the name of this player I learned a lot from, Jim. And, well, he ain't like how some of the ways I portrayed him in the book, but, yeah, he can't hold his liquor. Anyway. He had said something, and he told me, he said, Ron, a beautiful woman will always want you because you don't look better than one. And I was good with that. Look, let me tell you something about women. I say, when you say beauty in this society, we got to say women who look above average and above. So women from the 6 to 10 range, they don't want a man look better than them. And in fact, they'll reject a man because he looks better than them. That's some real talk on that. They will reject that man for no other reason as he look better. They don't want that guy looking too pretty. They'll say, nah, they don't want some guy who's in the mirror more than them. And that's on some, well, it goes down to a basic thing with women. Even some ugly women, really. You see some busted ass women out there, you see their boyfriends or something, and, even a guy who checks out other men like that got to say, oh, wait, she still looks better. For one reason, one word, vanity. Women are vain. They got vanity. Their very nature is they want to be the center of attention. And then if you want to even take it even further, that's a primal thing. That is a primal thing. the female, the human female, because I know some people are talking about some species of birds like peacocks or something where the male is more colorful. We're humans. People need to stop with that little shit. That's a different species. We're talking about humans. The very nature of the female, feminine energy, is to draw attention to it. You know, people familiar with when I've talked about the house of the woman, you know, I've talked about it. Master Yao has talked about it, and I've mentioned Master Yao. The very nature, like one aspect of a woman is called the elegant rose. A rose, if you look at a rose, it's real pretty, but what does it do? It just sits there. The very nature of feminine energy is passive. It's magnetic. On a deeper level, for my metaphysicians out there, the man is electric, the woman is passive. In order for a baby to be born, for procreation to exist, a woman, once that egg goes down a woman's fallopian tube and embeds itself in the uterus, it's sitting there chilling. It ain't going out to go find the sperm. It's not aggressive or anything. And in order to draw someone to her, that woman has to have both a look and a demeanor to draw men to her to want to procreate. That's very important. The woman has to draw a man. The power to draw a man is in her beauty. She's supposed to be beautiful. She needs to be enticing. She needs to look fun and everything. That's what the thing is. A woman's game is really attraction, you know, and really to arouse a man to come to her. That's her game. That's why you have the beauty industry. That's why a woman, you get some women, young women, they becoming billionaires off of beauty. That's just the woman. That's how women are. Ain't no shame. They supposed to look good, really. Shoot. And really, I'm going to tell you what, I think it was Gloria Vanderbilt who said it, or somebody. You know, there's no ugly women, just lazy ones. They supposed to be beautiful. And in a couple, they supposed to be the more beautiful one. You know? Now, it don't mean the man got to just be some busted dude and stuff. But a man need to look like a man. Part of what a man is, he need to look like he gonna fuck some shit up. He need to look like a warrior. And once again, it goes down to the pregnancy. Not only he needs to be excite her enough and give her the feeling like she wants to reproduce him, but she need to feel like he gonna protect that seed and also be the type who gonna go out and feed that seed. So she look more for that man on that level. Hence, that's part of body game. They don't want some scrawny motherfucker don't look like he can kick ass or don't look like he can produce a healthy baby. You know? And they, like I said, they don't want a man who's gonna be just totally busted or anything. But I put it like this, and this especially for beautiful women, because the more beautiful a woman is, look, even when she's cool and calm, she's gonna have some level of vanity. I've yet to meet one who's just totally oblivious. They know, even if they quiet, they know. They know the power it brings. So they don't want a man who's going to draw from it. They want a man, now if he happen to be handsome, all of that, that's cool. She still want to be on top. If she's a 9, she good with a man who is 7. I would say this in general, a woman good with a man who would be 2 points below. She's good with it. As long as he ain't too busted. And even, like I said, even a lot of ugly women, they might look at a guy who's all fine and say, oh yeah, they want to get with him. But when they realistic, the guy's pretty much in that same range. She wants to be fine. In fact, there's a seduction piece in there. I ain't even going to share it. Because you know what? Sometimes you put out stuff and somebody else start putting it out, then somebody act like they invented it. Nah. But there's a seduction piece in there. Just really think about what I just said. I put it like this. Figure it out. But that's the thing with women. They vain. They're especially beautiful ones. And they don't need you to be beautiful. All they need you to do is be presentable. Now, if you handsome anyway, that's cool as long as they still on top. And let's think about it on a practical way, because you got some so-called advisors, dating coaches, red pillars telling some guys, hey, you can, women want a guy who's better looking than them. Okay, but if your ass a 5, do you really want a 3 or a 4? You want a beautiful woman, right? Just on a practical level, let's be real with that shit. Even when I've told some guys, hey, you know what, you don't always have to go for that dime. But what do I usually go down to? I say, hey, go get that 7. Go get that 7. That's still above average. Above average and easy to find. And that's a very key thing to get when you dealing with, when you going to like deal with these women out here and stuff. Just they want to be the beautiful one. They want to be the pretty one. Most of them. Like I said, there's some exceptions, but I would say this. I don't know any men who really want a woman they consider ugly. Let's be real, except the bust nut in. You know, they, you know, just a little step above a mannequin or, you know, a blow-up doll. You know? And, you know, that happens. But we're talking about a relationship. And no masculine man should want a masculine woman. Even if I don't care what she look like. You know? No real man. You know? And that's the thing, though, man. That's the thing. But that's just a thing to understand. If you understand that one part, and you understand their basic nature, the basic nature is to be beautiful, to draw attention to them, then I say your league, like I say if you were 4, if you would be a 4, and I'm just using the numbers and stuff, I don't really like using them, but people understand. All right, say you're a 4. Okay, a 10 might be out of your league, but a 6 is reasonable. A 6 is reasonable. You know, if you're and you get that up to a 5, every time you raise yourself, you raise it up. Because women don't be tripping. That's why you'll see many situations. How often have a man seen, how often have we seen couples out there, like in the real world? We don't count online. That's a fantasy. A lot of shit, and I talked about this on my Deep Thought channel, a lot of stuff is illusion. You be thinking somebody living well, and you realize, hey, they borrowed that house, or they got that car and stuff just off of, you know, a test drive or something. They faking. But in the real world, ask yourself something. How often do you really see that situation of a woman with a better looking man? How often? How often? How often do you see more when you see the woman, she fine? How often have we seen that and then guys try to like justify it, just say, well, she must have did this or he must have had money. Nah, he looked decent enough for her. She the center of attention as far as beauty. Now, some people will say, well, what about hypergamy? Well, hypergamy, technically is just moving up in class. And yes, on some levels, a woman wants some women want a man who's taller than them. They don't have to be 6 feet just as long as he's taller than her. In general, and there's exceptions to that. They definitely want a man who's stronger. They want a man who could pick them up. They want a man, if somebody come in their face, they'll body slam them. They want a man who could protect them. They want a man who can go out there. They want a man who's dominant. But when it comes to like physical beauty, oh no, that's their thing. And it should be their thing because beauty is feminine, it's passive. You know, I've been doing these handsome man videos lately, and one of the things I've been emphasizing, if y'all listen good, is, hey, you guys still take action. Hey, that's great you look handsome, but as a man, we expected to take action. You know? We expected to take action. And like I said, women don't want to, most women anyway, you'd be surprised. There's some women, shit, they want a pretty one to the point. They'll mess with an ugly dude. Or a dude a little bit of ugly, as they'll call it. Shit, and I've known several. As long as they were the pretty ones. But in general, they want a man who still looks good, but they just want to be above him. It's just that simple. So if a woman is a 6 and you are 8, she might not mess with you. And you see her with that 5 and trying to figure out why. You know? I'm going to tell you what, and as much as I promote body game, I've seen a lot of women who are pretty with a tight ass body. I mean tight ass body, who end up hooking up with some dude. He looked like he worked out more like a strong man, but not as tight as hers. But she's good with that. She is good with that. Because women, they vain. Just understand that shit. If y'all understand that shit, I just gave probably one of the best pieces of information to get a woman, but I'm going to let y'all figure it out. It's like one of those things. It's a saying in a subculture I used to hang in. They used to say, for those who overstand, no explanation is necessary. For those who don't, none is possible. So I'm going to let y'all figure it out. But that vanity thing, and the bottom line is, that's just women's nature. They want to be, I would say this. And I would say this, I want y'all to really think about this. One, If you see a woman, she cute and stuff, go ahead and holler. Go ahead and holler. Trust me. Trust me. You might have a better chance with it than you realize. As long as you're just not totally busted. All right? Go ahead and holler. Be realistic with yourself. If your ass, you know you're a 6, you really want a 4? I mean, let's just be real. Do you really want to be the better looking one in there? You don't even feel good about your own looks, but you want a woman who you look better than on a practical level. Let's just think about this shit. See, get off of that shit. Get off of that shit. Now, if all you want is just some easy pussy or something, well, shit, have at it. But let's just be real. Let's just be real. You know, and even when I say, when I on occasion say, hey, a man could get with a good 7, there's still some men that argue against us. No, she got to be a dime and all that. Okay. But if a dime supposedly, say a dime, who's she going to find better looking than her? I want y'all to think about that shit. And then, like I said, just understand one thing. If you understand women want to be the pretty, they supposed to be by nature, human nature. Don't worry, don't use no examples of animals or all this other shit. See, I ain't gonna lie, I'm questioning what some of these guys really know. I'm really questioning. And then I'm understanding why a lot of guys like, well, damn, why my shit still fucked up? You listen to some basic shit. Because I'll tell you one area, I just understand a woman's nature. Seriously, I just understand their nature. If you understand their basic nature, and not like the fucked up shit. A lot of guys think that's their nature. They got a good side too. But just on a primal level, they want to be the pretty ones. They should be the pretty ones. And men want the pretty ones. Shit. Because I'll tell you straight up. I say out of the women I dated, 98% of them look better. And I'm good with that. I ain't feel bad and shit. You know? Like I said, there was a couple that, well, didn't. One was a straight up butterface and shit. But she had a fat ass. She at least had that. But another one, yeah. That was a one and done. Mutual friend set us up. But other than that, come on now. Come on. You know? Shit. That's why you be seeing guys. Look, let's just be real, man. That's why when you actually go out, hang out, be seeing something. That's why you will consistently see some fine ass woman in the real world and with the average looking dude, and you're trying to figure out why. Because he don't look better than her. Seriously. And he bringing some other shit. If guys understood that, because one of the things, and y'all need to ask yourselves something. And like I said, I'll tell you what. Anybody doubt what I say? I tell you what. Somebody put together something where there's a bunch of women in there. And let's all show up and see who they agreeing with. Shit. I'll put money on it too. Fuck it. Let's do it. Seriously, because guys gotta just understand. And that's some dumb ass shit. And just in general, I don't give a fuck what anybody say. A man ain't supposed to be the pretty one. That's some feminine shit in a relationship. I don't care how handsome he is. His woman need to be pretty and look better. That's just some man shit, pure man shit. Fuck the term game. Fuck the term body game. Fuck the term mouthpiece. Fuck all that shit. Men need to start being men out this motherfucker. All right? Just pure. And a man ain't supposed to be the pretty one. He's supposed to be the rough one. He's supposed to be the one look like he ready to go to war. He's supposed to be the leader. That's how it's supposed to be. That's what it means to be a man. Fuck all that other shit. I'm questioning any dudes who say it. If I gotta look them in the face and say it, I'll say it right to them. I mean that. You know? So anyway, I get back with y'all. Gotta get my clothes and everything, and I'll talk to y'all. Peace and blessings.